Hello, YouTube. It's Evan, Simmer Evan. This is my first video. It's a voiceover of a speed build. Showing you a map that I just renovated. It's actually from the base game, and I've just put some custom roads in it because I didn't think highways was necessary at the moment. Eventually, I'll add them, but here I am starting on the first town. We moved part of the highway to put in some planning roads. I am taking inspiration from Planner City builds and the other person that has came out with the Sunset City series. I enjoy playing cities. I played it for several years on and off, but I'm hoping maybe if I started a YouTube that's Sims related, city skylines related, that I can possibly continue to make some, cities on cities. So here we go. I'm just planning out, just a small portion with the planning roads at the moment. Of course, I plan on growing this town bigger and bigger. But this is it right here. I'm just going to slowly put in some blocks and then connect to the other highway that runs up north. There we go. We got some of them. I do a cul-de-sac right there and a cul-de-sac right there because it was kind of going up on a slope and I didn't like the way that was going to look. So there we go, putting a cul-de-sac in. This freaking mod right there, I can't think what it's called at the moment, but I really enjoy it. And I messed up there, but it'll fix here and after a while. Just taking out the extra notes because I don't need the extra notes. And then here we go with the planning roads again, putting other notes in there to fix the zoning and to fix the notes. Here we go. That's the only reason why I did that. They all get deleted here in a second. There we go with more. Here soon I'm about to put a water tower in. I was going to put an extra road there, but I decided not to. I'm going to put another cul-de-sac there towards the end. You'll see that here in a second. I was wondering why the zoning was a little off like that. I couldn't figure that out. But it's not no big deal. But there's the other cul-de-sac. Then we do some road work on the highway there. Some turning lanes that has not been detailed yet. I mean, they have somewhat, but they've not been detailed the way I want them. That'll probably come in the next. Of course, I'm wanting to plan a farming area to the left there of the village. And I was just trying to go for highways and figure out which one looks best for that. I like that I use in different textures for the highways because I feel like that would be something that would be done recently, and that's why it's darker than the white portion of the highway. But here we go with another turning lane into town. I was seeing if that would look better, but it didn't really, so I just went ahead and choose this. Then I was having some problems with some of these notes. So some of the notes had to stay, like the U-turn notes. I got it working there. And here we go with some notes, some line work. I literally like this mod too. And then here we go, fixing the lines for that part of the highway. And I was just messing around with the colors. I find it close. I need to fine tune it a little bit better because it's still a little bit brighter orange than the actual notes or the actual lines in the road. Here we go. The only thing I didn't really like about it is how the lines didn't line up, but I think it looks okay for what I was working for. Here's that. Just messed around with that a little bit. And then I copied my work over there. And then here we go with this one. just fine-tuning the lines and making it look a little bit. I messed up there, and I'm like, crap. But I went back and got the actual line that I wanted and copied it there. And this one, I think, was the one that I was having problems with. Yeah, see, I just kept on coming. Oh, no, maybe it wasn't this one. Yes, it was this one. I was having problems. I tried moving the notes together to see if I could fix it that way. It wouldn't work. So I ended up having to just deal with it, and maybe I could deal with it later. Maybe someone in the comments could tell me what I'm doing wrong there. I tried to flip the highway. It wasn't working. So I just went ahead and did that and copied that there. Here's another one. These really turned out really good. Another one, and I believe that's the last one. Maybe no. There's two more right here, and then that's the last of it. I know I'm a little all over the screen and whatnot, but this is just how I'm doing the video. Then here we go. We're going to put a Central Park in. I messed up there, so I had to redo it all. I guess it's my OCD or something. I don't know. And then here we go. We're putting the town border up. This is not the final town border. This is just the town border I put up right now. Just realized that I didn't even put some of the town in it, but oh well. Yeah, I'll fix that. I was looking at the styles. I didn't really want to just do certain styles, so I just propped it myself. But here we go with houses. I tried looking up like American style homes, so it was like very, very much like, you know, American. This is going to be kind of this is like a mixture of like Ohio, Tennessee, maybe a little bit of Florida. It's just a fictional area that I'm making up to try to compromise some of my favorite areas that I've been to. So kind of like Southern Ohio, Nashville, Tennessee, Knoxville, Pigeon Forge area, and then like Orlando and Sebring, Florida, you know, around that areas that I'm basing this kind of off of. There's the dam that I built. I built 3 dams in this map when I was editing the map. And I really like this mod too because like it makes it straight line edges on these highways for power lines, and I go a little all over. I think that might not be realistic, but I think it looks fine. Tell me if it's wrong, and if it is, maybe I can fix it in the future. I don't know. I can use the move it tool to put the power lines on just one side of the road. I just feel like that looks good because of the curves and all that in it. But there's just some more power lines. I realized that I messed up the power lines and they wasn't connected. So like when I push play on the video that's live, like, you know, not this video, but the live footage, it didn't. And there I am deleting something that I forgot to delete when I was posting. There I go with the note controller. I think that's what the mod's called. But I'm just putting these power lines in along the highway because that's realistic. There's another dead tree that I forgot to take down. I know this side of the map doesn't have many trees. I tried to do that on purpose. I tried to make like the really mountainous areas have the most trees. Plus I also deleted a bunch of trees here when not here, but like up where the main city is, the first city that I've started. But here's one of the bridges. Trust me, this map took me like 4 hours to make. I would have recorded it, but I've been having some problems with my recording software. But here we go, just doing this. It's going over the highway again. See, there's a little bit more trees here. But some trees are still like, I mean, I'm sure I'm going to have to delete trees throughout the game. There's another, they're just popping up some too. I'm not quite sure what's up with my mods, but I must have some kind of tree anarchy that's enabled that keeps them popping the trees up. I got the newest anarchy, but I may have maybe got some of the others mixed up on there. I'm trying to find it on the Steam Workshop, but I'm having a heck of a time with that. But here we are getting closer to the town. That's where the two highways meet. I kind of did like a merge there, so like, you know, traffic will go opposite ways. But here we are. We're going to put the highways in now. Or highways. We're going to put the power lines in the downtown area. I really like this too. Was it line adjuster or a line something arrangement or something like that? But it's also kind of part of the notes mod to move notes. So trust me, I'll get better at knowing these mods. I just really don't play Cities that much, and I really like the game. It's just I don't play it that much, so I'm like, well, I might as well start a YouTube and try to start making some content and all that. But here we go with more power lines for days. I feel like probably a power station would be in this area, but I really don't want to do that yet. I feel like that would come later. I want to get the town. Here we go with a water tower. I'm trying to find a spot, and I'm like, ooh, you know what? I was going to put, you know, part of the houses here. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put a gravel road here. I'm going to do like a roundabout, and I'm going to put the tower right in the middle. I was having some problems with that, but I fixed it by moving some of the nodes together closer around the tower. So you'll see it right here. I think it looks pretty good. I love the note mod. To move the notes. I can't think what is it called. But then here we go with fencing. I couldn't find a fence at first, and then I finally found a network fence. So I'm like, well, you know what? I'm going to use this network fence. It doesn't look too bad. Couldn't find a matching gate, but I found a gate that was really, really good. Of course, I moved it closer to the road because I feel like that's what it would be like. Then I'm like, you know what? I don't like that fence being up on a hill, so I'm going to put it down that way. And see, I was looking at different gates. I looked at that for a second. I'm like, no, I don't like that. And then I'm looking at fences, and then I found this one. I'm like, that's probably too much, but I do like it. It matches a lot. I don't think a town would have that fancy of an entrance. I'm putting some trees just for decoration and whatnot. And then I'm about to put some grass right there, weeds, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, and then I was going to put some over there, but it didn't really, you know, look that good, so I'm just putting some more trees in. And then now I'm going to do the water lines. Just part of the town started. Of course, I get like that whole section all the way from like the main street to where I'm at now done. There's still in the park. I get the park figured out and whatnot. I'm also an advocate of putting water lines under the road because in real life, it's easier to dig up water lines that are in the road than it is to dig up water lines, you know, in a field or whatever, because, you know, it's just easier that way. So here I am putting the pathways. Normally I like to do fancier than this, but I'm just like, you know what, it's all the blocks are, you know, the same. So I'm like, I might as well make the park the same. Don't do anything fancy right now. So here I'm just putting some, you know, bouncy houses or trampolines, whatever they are, playground, bathrooms, gazebos, and then I'm about to put some trees in, picnic tables. I forgot about that. And I was just looking at flower pots and whatnot, but I'm like, and then I was like, why is that not connected to the road? And then I realized, oh, that's because I got the planting roads, and a lot of things don't work with the planting roads until you pave your roads. So there I am, move it again. fixing the nodes for Move It. That's what it is. It's Move It, one of the mods. So then, now here I am putting some trees. That's one of the new trees that was added recently to the base game update. Of course, I do got a lot of custom trees too, as you can tell. Here we go, putting some custom big pine trees up. Here's some big evergreen trees, I believe. I'm not quite sure, so don't butcher me with that. And then we are putting some more trees, and we are now putting more homes down. So I just went through and just kept on, with my find it, my hotkeys for find it, just, finding. I like that house being right there, like that perfect. That is a perfect location. Look at this. That is good. Then there's another one. I move it closer to. I move it up. Then there's some more houses, and then I try to find a three wide house to put right there. I did. Moved it a little bit, and then try to find another house. Put that one right there, close by. I like the way the cul-de-sacs turned out. And then here I am getting more homes put in. Just more, making it look more realistic. And I feel like they would have these older homes, the ranch style homes, and then like the newer modern homes. I feel like, that would happen in most small towns. Some families, I didn't like that house, I deleted it. Some families would, upgrade the home, and some families would knock down the home and build a new home, and then I was messing up twice. I do that a couple times, and then I realized, I don't have no sewer. So I'm like, I'm looking, and I'm like, what's something I could use because them things didn't work. So I'm like, what could I use? And I find this little thing, and I'm like, you know what? I was going to do that. Found this, it's right here. And I'm like, you know what? That might work. Apparently, it did not. So I had to. It was working, and then like buildings would get clogged up again with sewer and all that. So then I had to. Right here was a froze, and then I had to. Put another. It froze there again too. Sometimes doing find it freezes and all that, but just put more grass, and then I'm about to put more trees in. But I had to put another sewage outtake in the river. I really didn't want to, but you'll find that in the live portion of the video. Here we are with more houses. We are just about finished here. There I am putting some services in, like the medical center. I was going to put a graveyard, and I'm like, that wouldn't look very good. So I just put a corner building there. And then I'm putting a firehouse in. Just trying to find a different firehouse. There we go. And then I'm putting the police station from SimCity 4. I like that someone actually created that on the workshop. And then here we are putting a bank in. I wish somebody would come up with more bank assets that would service that. I know there's bank assets out there, but none of them like really have like that feature with the new the new stock market DLC that just came out. Here I am putting more houses up for sale, but here we are just putting more houses, and then I think I got like 5 more blocks after this. Then I start putting I start putting commercial services up. But here I am just putting more and more houses up, trying to find a 3x4 house there, and I couldn't. Then I missed some of them, and then I just put this a 2x2, and I think I might just line it up with some trees or something, and I create the yard just a little bit bigger than everybody else's. And then there's a 3x4. There's some 4x4s, and I just mixed it up, you know, because that's accurate. Like some people's houses would be smaller than others, and the lots would be smaller than others. Um, but here we go with this. We're about almost finished with this portion of the video, and about to move on to the commercial portion of the video. Here we are, just putting more and more houses in, a couple more blocks left, and there's a car right there flying because I don't know, I don't think the highway went up this north, the main the main street highway. It didn't go. I was messing up again. Yeah, so I don't know why that car's there, but I really like. I think it's Smile that makes these. I believe a lot of these homes. Some of them is made by King Leno. And then the other one is American Electric Pack. But most of them are Smiles, and the ranch style homes are King Leno. King Leno is awesome, and I just think that he's back now. So here we are about to put some commercial use, and I was looking American, but it really didn't. So I put a BP gas station in first. Can't have a town without a gas station, you know what I mean? Then I was about to put that Mexican restaurant down, but it didn't face the right way. I put an ice cream parlor, put that abandoned building. I'm just looking, KFC, Shell. There's another BP, and I put that at the end, and I didn't like the way that faced it, so I put it back around. And a building that's in use, and then I was looking at that building, trying to get, I couldn't. So I'm like, you know what, I'll just put some parking in. And then just looking, found another building. I thought it looked pretty good. There's another building. Seeing that storage bin, I'm like, you know, I'm going to put that on the other side of the bank. I feel like a lot of the downtown was at, like, you know, knocked down. Walgreens, I feel like that would fit in the downtown area. But here I am. I was looking for parking, and then I'm like, it was having problems because the roads, once again. So here I am putting a main street in. I put the main street for the whole portion, but then I put another main street leading up to the highway. And then now I'm about to do the side roads. So I didn't really want the tree lined one, so I got this. This is I forget who makes these, but these are not the big road ones, because I like the big road ones, but I just don't like that, like, it cuts off the parking lots and all of that, and I don't like that. Unless you have the big roads houses, which I do have them installed in my game, but I just don't have them selected for all of these. And then here I am adding some turning lanes. I feel like that's realistic, you know. Here I am adding one more turning lane, and then that's about it for this portion. I will catch up with you in the live portion, just tuning some of the stop signs and the red lights. So I'll see you guys as soon as this video is over with. Hey guys, y'all's video. Here is
Hey guys, I hope you guys enjoyed that. So basically, this is what we got finished in the first episode. This is the map. Of course, like I said, it's a base full map, but you know, we got this little main street up. I recently downloaded this BP gas station. I like it a lot. It's nice. But yeah, I got this little main street. I feel like it's pretty, like, accurate. Like, you would have a lot of old buildings that have been torn down. Of course, we got another BP, Well, you can't go without another BP. Oh, let me put some parking. That's something that I forgot to do in the past. There's that one. And then I wanted some parking over here. Right here. Wanted some parking right here. And then I wanted some parking right here. Yeah, that looks pretty good. That looks pretty good. Of course, the firehouse. We need to select our hearses. I like selecting like all these custom ones. And then we're probably going to do just the Red County Sheriff right now. For this, I like doing all of the red. Oh. Did I get all the red? I guess we can do that one. And then the Suburban as well. And then this one, I'll just do the AMRs. Okay. So now what we need to do, let me make sure I have water pipes down. I do. So now what we need to do is make sure they're getting power. And it looks like they are. Oh, no. Power issue gets solved. They should be getting power. Is this not transmitting power? Oh, I see. Something's wrong right here. Let's see if we can get it. There we go. Now it's switched off. Yep, there we go. There we go. That should start solving. Really now. Okay, that's large. I guess as just for now, until I get like a treatment plant, because I don't feel like a town this size would have a treatment. They would have a water tower for sure, but they just wouldn't have a treatment plant. We're just going to do that. I know it's ugly and whatnot. There we go. Oh, but it doesn't have power. Figure that. Kinda ugly right now, but that's all I can do. For now. So now it's stuck up in here. Oh, I guess it dumped them out. But I hope you guys enjoyed this first episode. Got my first official city built. I probably will come back and see if we got some industrial in here. Doing the rest of the houses, of course, the business center right there. And then probably over here, we'll do some farmland. To try to cover the industrial. I think that's the best way to end the city or the map. So I hope you guys enjoy, and of course the name of the city. Oh, it didn't change it. forget what I changed it to. What did I change it to? I'm just going to call Green Ball right now. If anybody on YouTube has any better names for it, please send it to me. But look, we've already up to 659 people. That is crazy. I think it's pretty good. Pretty good. Especially one person. Especially crazy. But that's all I got. Thank you all.